Hello, welcome to WeBuyAnyMotorCaravan.com. Today we've got probably one of the nicest motorhomes on the market today, and I've just been to Dusseldorf and they're just showstoppers. It's the Adria Sonic Supreme 710 SC, and all the Supremes, all the Supersonics, the Sonics, all the lot, they're stunning in this silver. They're really nice, and don't they just stand out, whether it's the LED lighted around or the, I don't know, it just looks so fancy. Just looking at the front, I mean, they haven't changed it much for 2023, but they just look absolutely incredible. Let's go and have a quick look around. So with it being an A-Class, you don't always get this front door. This one does, and it's a big old heavy door as well. It has got a blind built into it and electric bits and stuff like that, so you can get the windows up and down, rather than just the slides that you normally get. Fuel cap as you'd expect, and then this one in particular has got the auto gas, which is an added extra at some point. Alloy wheels, which you'd expect on something that looks this nice, and with them being black, it just really brings it out. Something that these do come with is a shower point, so you can plug in your shower, wash the dog down and everything like that. And then we've got a garage door on both sides, which I'll show you around the other side. Secret. So at the back, you'd expect most of this to be standard. So you've got things like reversing camera, so you don't reverse into a hedge, or a reversing camera at the top, everything you expect. Bike rack, you know, this is again an additional extra. You can have 2, 3, 4 bike racks, whatever you need. Tow bar, also an extra. Now, with this having the 2 garage doors, I do want to point out a few really nice features on this Sonic. So let's open it up, and I'll just catch it back so the wind doesn't take it. So starting on this side, and I did talk about it around the other side, we have got this shower hose. So that can go into the passenger side, or as you can see just down here, it will connect in, and then you've got hot and cold water to wash down the bikes, the dogs, the misses, whatever you must. Radiator system, because this is Aldi, you do have the wet radiator, so the garage is heated. It's a really nice extra. You've got the space for the spare wheel, which I've also got, and then we've also got down here 240 volt, 12 volt, and your electric bed. Now, what's unique about this? It's an island bed, the SC. You've got the SL, which is the twin beds at the rear, and what this enables you to do is press this button. The electric bed comes all the way down for when you're on site and you want it nice and low, and it goes up for travelling. So on the driver's side, we do have a nice few extras as well. You can have the full length awning like this has got. This one comes with a satellite dish and habitation aircon and stuff like that. It also does have self-leveling, but these are all extras. You know, you're talking, say, a couple of grand for habitation aircon, you're talking 6 grand for self-leveling, you're talking 1,500 quid, 2 grand for the satellite. So they all add up at the end of the day. We do have the option when the awning's out for an external TV point, so you can put your TV here and watch it in the awning on a nice bright summer's day. And then you've also got, which do tend to be a little bit stiff, gas connection, so you can plug in your barbecue and you're away. Now, when you're on site, something to think about, you do have a little trash bag or bin, or depending on what side of the Atlantic you're on, to be able to put your little bags in, put your waste in, and you're away. Let's go and have a look inside. So first of all, like I said, this is the SC, which is the island bed. The SL is the twin singles. I think it's now known as the DC in 2022-23. So as you can see, I can touch the floor when the bed is all the way down. It makes it easily accessible. You have got steps to either side, but let me show you what it's like when it's up for travel. So as you can see, in complete comparison, I'm nowhere near off touching the floor. It does say do not sleep with the bed up, but it just gives you an idea of how tall it is and how much more space you've got to put bikes and stuff like that in the garage. So under the bed, you do get this extra storage. You've got a drawer, which is quite a long, deep drawer as well at that. And you've also got a couple of doors down below. So you've got lots of little storage cupboard holes. And something I just want to show you just in front, you do have underfloor storage because this is a double floored motorhome. So opposite the island bed, you do have a little bit of a pocket to put phones or whatever you want to do in there. Just below, you have this double cupboard. Again, they're just trying to maximise the space in this for when you're on those long European trips. And then underneath, you do have a little bit more floor storage. Again, not huge, but plenty to be able to do something with. So as you can see on the island bed, you know, you've got plenty of room for me, Vic, and the dog in the middle or on top, whichever way she wants to go. I love the curvature of all these overhead lockers. Push to come up and down, so they're nice and heavy. They've got nice solid hinges on them. Underneath you've got a couple of USB points, really handy for charging your phone. Nice leather headrest, backboard, whatever you want to call it. And then we've got a little media control center here which sorts out your volume for the 2 speakers at either side, and then you've got push button lights to be able to light yourself up at night. Really nice LED lighting just below the overhead lockers and just above. And then I'll show you this here, which is you've got basically a wardrobe either side, one for each person. Again, lots of space in both. And that in the corner is the tank for your wet Aldi heating system. So if you want to separate the bedroom from the rest of the van, you do have this door that comes across here. It's really nice how it slides across, separates everything off. Your right hand side, we do have this, where's the shower? But what I really like and really do like about this, which I don't think I've seen anything like this before, is it has a radiator in the bathroom, which means you can hang your clothes above and it should dry them out, whether it's wetsuits, whatever you do. It's just a really nice feature. And you can sit down, you can have a sit down shower, really enjoy yourself. There's a bit of a shelf here where you can put your shampoo. I don't think I've seen a shelf in a shower, elf in a shelf, like that before, but I think it's a really nice feature. And then into the bathroom. So as you can imagine, in the toilet, you do have the cassette toilet, and then you do have a bit of shelf and the sink around with a nice mirror with lovely lighting. So starting with the kitchen area, there's not a massive amount of space. You've got bits to play with, but nothing special. But you really want to be out on the barbecue with something like this. You've got some covers that go over the sink, the wash basin. Again, it gives you a little bit more space. It doesn't make it the best when you've got a hole in there, but I guess when you've got a chopping board over the top, it does help. You do have 3 rings, all different sizes, which is, again, different, a lovely feature. And again, these covers with the LED lighting above and around. And this has got a nice net feature on as well, just to keep all your pots and everything like that in place. Going down below, we do have something that's a bit more random, which is an oven. You don't normally get an oven in a Continental motorhome because they tend to use the barbecues outside. But again, another little extra. We do have the drawer below, which does have your gas taps for if you need to switch them on and off. And then we've got a nice set of drawers on this side. On the opposite to the kitchen, we do have this really big, nice Thetford fridge freezer. I mean, look at it, it's probably 5-ish foot in height, so it's pretty damn big. We do have the ice box at the top, and then you've got lots of shelves going all the way down to a big bin at the bottom. Something else I will just point out while I'm here, even though it is a little bit messy with wires, you do have your TV box, I guess. It's got everything from your aerial, and this one's got things like satellite built in as well. And around the kitchen also, just like the back, you've got one there and one here. Big old bit of underfloor storage, which really nice and deep, to be fair. So you can put your wines in there and keep them nice and cold. Next to the Habitation door, this is where everything happens. You've got things like your TV. Just above, you've got your control panel, which lights up, tells you which batch you're on, temperatures and everything. We've got the Aldi heater control, just so you know that. And then we've got this little plug which you press and it operates the electric drop-down bed at the front. This also has a heater exchange pump. TV below, electric step button, more buttons for the lights, and then we've got a little bit of storage just below to put your shoes, I guess. Probably the best thing if they fit, or Crocs in my case. Plenty of space to put things like remotes for the Habitation aircon, self-leveling, whatever you may have fitted to this motorhome. Something you don't normally get on the A-Class is you do get this electric drop-down bed. Again, really nice LED lighting all the way around. You've got a couple of lights above, and the lockers come down as well. Just really nice. You do have the ladder stored up here, as you can see, and a couple more lights just above. And like I said earlier about the surrounds of this area, you do have this surround around the roof light. Whether it's a bit wasted with it being an A-Class, I don't know, but dead easy lights, and it comes to about just over waist height with me, so it's nice and accessible. So this Adria Sonic, it is a full berth with 4 belts. So we've already seen the island bed at the back, and we've got another one just above here. But it does travel too as well. So we've got a couple of seat belts on here, and this has got the lovely, lovely black leather upholstery. Really nice stitching all the way through, and it's really quite soft as well. Table, it doesn't quite extend far enough for me towards the side bench seat, but you might just need to have a play around with it. But it does move backwards, forwards, whichever direction you want. But it's plenty big enough for 4 people max. And then the seats from the driver and passenger side do also swivel round. So with this being an A-Class, you do get all this space all the way around. You've got a drop-down blind that goes around the front of the windscreen and back up again nice and easily. And then you've got your sun visors as well, which just push up and down. Really, really nice feature. They just hide out the weight really well. Now this is quite a premium spec cab. You do have a leather steering wheel, you do have things like cruise control, cab air conditioning, pretty much everything you'd expect. Now this is the old 6-speed gearbox, which was available until late 2019. If you're ordering one for any of the years after that, you're going to be looking at the new 9-speed, and then you've got options of 120, 140, 160, 180 brake horsepower. This is on the old 180 brake horsepower, and it pulls, as you can imagine, like a train. So really nice how this swivels round, as you can see. I love how it says Supreme just written above, and it's just a really, really nice spacious area. Then just right of the driver's seat, something I really like is this nice big cupboard here. Plenty of space to put anything from sat navs or hide them away. You've got a little drawer just below. Nice deep pocket, and this one goes all the way down to floor level, so you've got plenty of hidden storage. Great for getting your wallet out when you're at tolls and so on. So as standard, this does come in at 3.5 tonne, but you are not going to want to take that extra because you're just not going to get the payload to be able to put your stuff in the garage, which has got a payload of 150 kilograms, your satellite dome on top, everything that you need. So you need to upgrade that chassis. It's 3 meters in height, 7.5 meters in length, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful machine. So for 2023, if you want to buy one, you're going to be looking about £127,000, something around that region, plus your spec that's going to go on top. Now they do come as 3.5 tonne as standard at some points in their life, and I really recommend you don't take that option just because you're not going to get the payload. For example, the garage is 150 kilograms of payload, plus everybody that's in here, all your toys, things like your self-leveling, your Habitation aircon, they're just going to eat into that payload. You're not going to be legally driving. 7.5 meters in length, 3 meters in height, so it's a nice compact size motorhome, so you're going to be able to get on most of the campsites, and it just looks stunning. Let me know what you think. Please comment below, please like, please subscribe because you want to see more of me, and we'll see you soon.